Yeah, I don't know if 2025 is going to be too good of a year for me after all. I didn't have a good 2024, and I don't know. I guess that's why I've been acting the way I have been. I just know it's all coming to an end, and I'm just kind of going out of my mind a little bit, trying to accept it. Yeah. I'm not ready for it to. I don't know. Just not ready for it to all end for me. But I'm kind of powerless with that. So I just, I guess I just gotta, you know, yeah. Yeah, I told my mom, I said, and, you know, it's one thing after another, ain't it? I was just asking God last. I was just, I just don't know. I was just trying to think, and I don't know what I did at what point. I don't know. It's been happening since I was born, so I don't know what I did to have so much pain in my life. Can't figure it out. So it just seems like it's one thing after another, and I just don't understand what I did. I just don't understand it. I don't know what life's about. I think it's about I guess just I don't know. I think what makes it confusing for me is we don't remember anything before we're born, so I don't, you know, you just don't know. You don't know if there is anything after this. I don't know. But my New Year's Eve isn't going too good. So if that's a sign for my 2025, I am not ready for it. Um, I just don't, like I found out. I know. You know. Uh, I told my mom. I said I can't imagine life without her. I just can't imagine my life without her. And I don't know what this. I just it's coming to an end. So I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta face it. I gotta stop trying to ignore it. So I can't believe both of my parents are gonna die from cancer. And like I told my mom, I said, my time will come out. She was saying it's in our family. So it's not a big surprise, but I'll have my time. If I can survive long enough, I'll have my time. I'm sure I'll have cancer and heart conditions and everything else. So I don't know if I think I will kill myself because I don't think it's worth it. But I don't want. I won't talk like that on here no more. That's all private stuff from now on. But I just know I'm not ready either way, and I'm not talking about my death. I'm just talking about I'm not ready to be all alone. Like I told her, once she does go, I'm not gonna have anybody. Yeah, I have some friends and stuff. I have a few people I can turn to, but that's not what I'm talking about. So, so I'm losing my mom in more ways than one for sure. Her memory's going so fast. It's such a scary thing and such a sad thing to see. And then you find out she has blood cancer, and it's like you realize it's you realize it. So I don't know what kind of life I'm gonna have. It's so unknown because she's always been there. I've always had at least her. So whether it was to bail me out of trouble whenever I ran into financial issues, throughout my life, or just everything, I can't even begin to name everything. So she's just always been there, and nobody will ever be able to replace that. And I don't think I'll ever try to find somebody to replace that kind of. I won't even try because I know there's nobody out there that can love me like she did. So So yeah, she did tell me that in the car that she had to feel this will be her last Christmas. So she's usually right about that stuff. So I don't know, but I'm starting to believe that this might be our last year together. So if that's the case, if there's any chance of that, I'm gonna take what time I have left and try to fix everything. And I told her, I told her the worst thing to have is regrets when somebody dies, and I don't want no regrets with her. I won't be able to make it if I have regrets when it comes with her to her. And she told me that I already made it right and everything's fine. So, but I told her, I said, I just want you to know I am so sorry for anything I've ever done that was wrong towards you, and I feel so, you know, anything I might have done, I'm just so sorry. And she told me that I already made it right, and I just when someone goes, they're not there to say it's okay or don't worry about that. So I want her to know, and just thank God I have these moments here where I can try to make it as easy on me as possible. I thank God she didn't die in a car wreck or she didn't have a sudden death because you don't have those chances to realize your mistakes and prepare yourself more than if somebody would just go quickly. So I thank God for that. And I told her, uh, I gotta blow my nose. Oh man. I told her, I just told her, with whatever time that she does have left, just to do me a favor and try to get as close to God as possible because you know throughout my I'll try to get as close as possible. That way we have the best chance to see each other again. So I know none of you will be there for me. I found out how heartless people are, and so I guess I'm just coming on here to let you know that maybe the 2025 plans might change a little bit because I won't be here every day. If I lose my best friend, I'll probably won't be around at all. And I'm not talking about in life. I'm just talking about on the internet. I'll probably just stay to myself. I know me. So uh, I won't turn to this. I really don't feel like I have other than Casey, and I probably won't turn to this. So I think in my heart I always knew I I know how I am. I deal with stuff on my own. So uh, maybe I knew I wouldn't be here after my mom does go. So I don't know. I guess I fell in love with this in a way, and maybe a part of me just had that much desire in me not to fail at this that I devoted so much time to it. I went through so much bullshit. Some of it I asked for, some of it I didn't. But I went through so much bullshit that I just didn't want to fail. I just wanted to succeed at no. But 2025, things might finally change as far as that goes. I just so I understand that I failed at this. I understand that people successfully were able to drag me down with their negativity. I understand I gave my attention to the wrong people and it ruined me on here, so I understand that. Uh, so I know I can't turn to this. I know whenever she does go, if I turn to this, you guys will be telling me to just kill myself so I can. I don't know. You guys are nasty, so I won't turn to this. But I told her, I said, I'm going to be a mess. As I just hope everything goes okay for me because I won't have anybody to, I won't have anybody to help me. I won't have anybody to, so it's going to be a change for sure. She is 75, so she outlived my dad. If she makes it to 76 and stuff, she did outlive my dad, and with all her health issues ever since I was younger. Yeah, you know, I always I really hate talking about stuff like this because it's real life. It's reality. So can't escape reality. You can't put on a face. What it's out of your control is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of things in this life that you can control, whether it's through manipulation or however you find a way to control the outcome of that situation. But some things is out of your hands. Well, I can honestly say that I don't know. I don't want to speak for other people, but I think you really love somebody when you spend your whole life having a fear that you'll lose them. So I spent my whole life. That was my biggest fear of my mom passing away. I remember when I was younger. I think I was like 9 years old and stuff, somewhere around there. I just had such an issue with it, and I remember that all my counselors and my mom and just different people would. She was like, I don't know how she was at the time, but in her 50s, late 40s. I don't know, but they kept telling me, she has so long, and don't worry, you're not gonna lose her. And they were right. It's been, I don't know. But I don't know if I'm so scared because I know I can't live the life without her, or I don't know. I guess a part of me is scared of death. So I told her, I said, she's, I said, I told her, I said, I just hope she's been so good to people, and I just hope that she doesn't go through much pain in the end. I hope God doesn't put her through that stuff. And she told me, she said, "Look what Jesus went through." And it's like, yeah, if it's one person that doesn't deserve painful, slow death, it's my mom. So I don't know. Maybe God will take her before it gets too bad, or maybe not. Time will tell. But I'm just having a strong feeling that 2025 is going to be terrible. That's a hell of a thing to wake up to. I know my mom loves me so much because I'm the first person to know. I found out pretty much right when she found out. So, no. So, we're so close. I think I was. Man, I fail at everything, don't I? I got to get off of here and I got to get a girlfriend fast. I don't want to be alone, so I don't think I'll be okay. Oh, if I'm all alone with, you know, I get pretty, pretty down. So I need somebody. Well, I just really hope. I really hope that the Bible's real. I really hope. There's a part of me thinking that it was written by man, and men are so. It's in human nature to take advantage of others, and I just hope it's real. I don't want to say anything I'll regret later, but you know, some of it when I read it, it does kind of feel like it's far fetched and it's a fairy tale type deal. It does feel that way, but I don't want to just. I have to believe right. So what else is there? There's nothing. So you have to take the silly things that you're like, why would he do that? And you have to just believe it's real, that there's, you know, I just got to fully get it through my head before it's too late that I made everything right. And because if I have any kind of guilt or any kind of, I can't have anything else against me, or I just won't make it. So she keeps saying that I've already apologized and I don't, but I won't go to her funeral. She said she doesn't expect me to. And I told her everybody's gonna think they're gonna they're gonna just think bad things of me if I don't go to your funeral. Like I'm your, but I'm not emotionally strong enough for that. So she said, "Who cares what they think?" So I probably won't be there. I know me, and I'm gonna be so disappointed in myself. And I just don't. I can't see that. So I think I'll have a better chance if the final memories are of her as now instead of in a box and stuff. I can't do that. So I know it'll look disrespectful to some people that I don't show up to my own mom's funeral, but I it, like she said, it doesn't matter. Don't even think about that, right? Who cares? She said, I know, so that's all that matters. And she said that she knows me better than anybody, so she knows I'm not the most emotionally strong person in my life, and she knows how close we are. So I believe her when she says that she doesn't expect me to be there, and that doesn't bother her at all. She said, and like she doesn't feel like that's disrespecting her or anything because she understands that, and I'm not emotionally strong in that way. So I should have known something was happening because she's been losing a lot of weight, and we just thought it's because she's just not, she don't eat normally. Like she just whenever she's hungry, she gets ice cream or she gets chips or something, and it's not the best diet, so you don't really think much of it. But maybe that's part of why she's losing weight and stuff. I'm sure, but she said she'll do whatever she has, like whatever they say. She's not gonna fight them because she's kind of fighting this whole memory issue thing. It's hard, when it comes to something like that. It's hard. I understand, she always controlled everything. Like she always took care of everything for everybody. So it's hard to accept that you're starting to have problems taking care of things. So I understand why that's such an issue uh, with dementia. Somebody realizing that they need somebody to take over and stuff like that. But so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't, well, I know what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna just treasure her and make as much memories as I can. Be as be as logical as I can be about the whole thing, and life without her is the unknown. But I'll cross that bridge whenever I get there. I'm not quite there yet, but the hike is almost over. So I'm glad she told me. You know, she said maybe she shouldn't have told me, but I'm glad she told me that way. That way I know that I don't know. I know time is short, anyways, but ain't that crazy, man? That's it's the same kind of cancer my dad had. Isn't that crazy? That's there's so many different cancers in the world, but that's what he had. He had leukemia, blood cancer, bone marrow, all this stuff. That's what Taryn died of. That's what my best friend Kurt is. His wife. I think it's 2 or 3 years now. December 6th, I think, was 2 years. So she died of blood cancer because we couldn't believe it. Like she had the exact same kind as my father. We're not related at all. We always just thought. Even she said before she passes, that's so weird. I think she's the first that started saying that. She asked what kind of cancer my dad had, and it started from there. I just know I just don't want to see her go through what I seen the others go through. She really doesn't deserve that. But, you know, that's life. That's you can't stress what you go through in this life because she has a point, you don't really want to think about that stuff, but you think about cancer and all this stuff and the way I'm talking and you just think, well, I'm not sure. I hear different things. I don't know if we see each other again. I've been told that we won't know each other in heaven. It's completely different, like it'll be all about God and stuff. We won't know each other. And then I've heard many times that we will know each other. And when you die, you see your loved ones. And my mom told me that she was with my grandma when she passed, and it was when she was passing, it was the look on her face. She lit up, and it looked like she was seeing somebody. And my mom said that she told her that to go home. It's so to go to that. So I don't know. I don't know if when you die, your mind, your brain becomes very active. They did some tests, and maybe it's all in your head. Memories, and I don't know if anything's after this. It could be your mind, just your body preparing itself to die, and your mind at its final steps. Maybe your life kind of flashes, or you see things, but it's just your mind. I don't know, but I have to believe that I'll see her again, or it's going to be too rough for me. So we don't know what stage she's at. She just found out that they found cancer in her. She has blood cancer. But in my mind, we'll find all that out. But in my mind, that it really doesn't matter because of I'm with her all the time. I live with her, so I know I watch her. So it doesn't really matter what stage it's at. I know the end's coming. I know she's having issues with a lot of things, and she's 75. So I think once my mom does go, I won't be. There will be one thing I think you people will notice a difference in is I won't be in such a hurry to find somebody anymore. I think part of the reason why I flirt with everybody and I just hell bent on trying to find somebody is because I kind of want it to be settled down and have something else before she goes. Like maybe I think that would you know that would help me, but I guess I need to take a step back and look at everything and just realize that that's not the plans for me. So it just seems like I was born into this world to be hurt. It's one thing after another ever since I was little. So I don't know. I know life is about experiences, but it just seems like everything. People have always hurt me. They've left me. I just when one thing happens and I'm working through that thing that hurt me or that happened, and something else happens that's terrible, and I got to work through that. It's a constant mental scarring. I don't know what I did when I was little. When I was 5, what can you do when you're 5 years old? That's when it started. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I know me, and maybe I should be thankful for this. I mean, I don't know when she passes. Maybe I'll turn against God. I'll try not to, but I do know that whenever I hit rock bottom, I tend to turn to God because I feel like I have nobody, and it's that hope that I have at least Him that gives me some kind of peace, I guess. I- If I could make one wish, and I've said this before, because I just wish God could talk back, but He doesn't. That's what makes you think it's not real. Because, you know, you cry to Him, and I just, I understand that I'm nothing special. So, I'm, you read about this stuff in the Bible where God comes to these people, but I'm not on their level. I'm not, you know, so I just wish I could talk to him. That's not reality. So the main thing I got to do when she does go is I got to stay in reality. Your mind's very powerful. So no matter how much reality can hurt you, you gotta accept it and cope with it. So so I hope you guys have a really good 2025. I hope I do too. Uh, I'm gonna spend 2025 just I don't want to annoy her, but I'm just so sorry. I was, I went through a lot of stuff when I was little, and I was so hard to raise. And as an adult, I realized, I used to throw, I was so terrible, when I was real little. But as an adult, you remember that you like it don't matter what you went through. I was just terrible. So that eats at me. But a lot of kids are a lot of kids that get raped, and that they have a lot of. But I was always big and strong, very strong. So I would just throw the whole house around, and I'm just thankful that I try to look at how I am now and how I was, and it's a big improvement. Whenever I feel like I'm losing my temper in real life, I feel like I'm getting ready to start, breaking things or something. I There's a big difference. Like I can control myself better. I walk away, and it takes a lot to make me really snap like that. And I know I'm different now, but I just feel so guilty. But that's why when I that's why it's hard for me to be here sometimes. People are like, "You're in love with Mark right now. All you do is trash Mark. It's always about, you always bring up Mark right now." And that's because I was fucking raped. That's because I was put through the shit he put those girls through. So that's why I'm a little upset at him. I when it comes to pedophiles and stuff, you guys have no idea. I'm so, like, I feel violent towards it, and I'm thankful for that because I'll never forget what the doctor told my mom after I got raped. He was very blunt with her. He said, I'll never forget him. He had mental issues himself. I'll never forget him. His name was Dr. Art. And I took his death hard. He died a little bit, he died like a couple years after I became his patient, but through those 2 3 years, like, we became very close, and not because he was a psychiatrist, but because believe it or not, he was a psychiatrist, but he had some mental issues. He was on a bunch of pills and stuff. It was weird. But when he died, I kind of went into shock, and I took it hard. He was when I remember when this was all going down, and it was kind of, it was pretty fresh. I remember, he's he looked at my mom, and he said that you won't be able to keep him. And then he said, as far as what JP just went through, he could go one of two ways. He could either become a Mark Rydell, because I have a feeling something happened to Mark when he was young. But he could either become like that, become like the person that did it to him, become like Cody, or he could grow up, and as time goes on, he could grow to despise that, and he could be uh, go the opposite way. And I just thank God that I went the opposite way. I thank God that I'm not sitting on the internet with everybody, with the reputation of being a convicted sex offender or just being into that shit. I would, if I ever thought of hurting a child in that way, I'd slit my wrists. So, I'm thankful for that because I do know a lot of people become that were abused become pedophiles. So it is very true what he said. There was a big chance that I could have went that way. Uh, but she proved him wrong with as far as not being able to keep me. Maybe she took it as a challenge. I don't know. Her love is so strong for me. And when these memory issues started being really noticeable, I told her, I said, one of my biggest fears is walking into a room and you don't know who I am. I couldn't handle that either. So I wake up with the biggest thing on my mind. The biggest thing on my mind is, should I do a New Year's Eve stream, right? Should I rig in the New Year's Eve? Do I feel like relaxing, or do I feel like just being by myself, or do I want to do a New Year's Eve stream? And then I find out my mom has blood cancer. So that kind of just changes everything. So I don't think I'll be doing a. This is my New Year's Eve stream, technically. So I don't. I think my plans are changing on the spot here. I know I talked about dedicating even more time to this in 2025, but there's so many people in here. I don't even think it's worth it. There's so much negativity towards me, and I'm such a beautiful person. I just get hurt. People, I've been hurt all my life, and I'm so tired of it. So I do actions when people hurt me because I'm just sick of it. I want to find somebody that'll be real with my heart, and I can't find that. So so you get what you get. You get mental weak moments because you're just so fed up with people disappointing you and hurting you and lying to you, saying they'll always be there, then they just right. You get tired of it. That's what I told Avi. That's what I told Highlander when they tell me they're disappointed in me because of how I what my actions towards somebody. I try to explain it by saying I'm just tired of being hurt. I know I look bad, but I'm tired of it. I want to hurt them because I'm tired of it. But I am over that. But that's why I did a lot of this stuff because I'm just tired of people telling me they love me when they don't. So my life is going to be different without her. That's the first thing I said to her when I went downstairs. I said, I just want you to know I can't picture this life without you. And she said, well, I'm still here. And I said, well, yeah, but you just told me you had blood cancer. So I told her, I said, well, I'm just saying whenever you do go, I just can't, I'm going to be a mess. And she said, you'll be fine financially. Like, told her that's not what I'm talking about. I said, I don't want to upset you at all. I just want you to know that I'm so sorry for all the wrong I did and everything. I'm just sorry. And I gotta stay close to God because I have to live on the thought that we all see each other again. I have to live on that thought. That'll help keep me going. I think that helps everybody. So, like I said, I don't know what stage she's at, but the reason I'm acting like this is because I don't think it really matters. You know, her time's coming. It happens fast. I don't know if it was Kurt or where I heard it, but I think it might have been Kurt or either my mom. I don't know, but uh, somebody said they don't like finding out what's wrong because it seems like once you get a diagnosis, it gets worse fast. So I don't know. I just know cancer happens fast, and I just know how it started with my dad and how it progressed. To think of that with my mom, and she told me, she said, don't kill yourself, because she said everything I did for you would be like a slap in my face. So I failed at everything else in life that I can think of. So I hope I don't fail at that kind of promise to her that I won't. It's gonna feel so weird owning this house, just being here all by myself. I can't picture that again. Like it, even the thought of that, I I I just sitting downstairs, just sitting in her chair, and that I know that time's coming, and I don't like. I try to picture how that'll feel. I'll find out, but you know, I don't know if that'll. Oh, I gotta be careful what I say, but I'm gonna be in this house all alone with my thoughts, and nobody's gonna be walking through that door. So it's gonna feel weird. There's always been somebody here, so when she does go, I'm gonna be in this house all by myself, and it's sometimes I think to myself, I'm the last here. At one point, all my brothers, my dad, my mom, it was a full home, and then my brothers, they found, they got, they found who they're supposed to, or I don't know how to talk right now, but they left and started a life of their own, how like it should be. I just chose to stay back and be a mama's boy, but anyway, so they left. They doing their own thing like you're supposed to do in life, spread your wings, all that stuff. And then my dad died, and it's just me and my mom. And when she goes, my mom tries to cheer me up, because I kind of start talking this way with her, and my mom tries to cheer me up and says, when you do find a girl, you'll have plenty of room to start a family. And that don't really help me, but I just go along with it. But it's definitely when I am by myself, it's gonna feel weird having the whole house to myself and just knowing nobody's gonna walk through that door. Like I'm just, I'm the last survivor as far as being here. So I think, I try to think what that will feel like, and I have an idea, but I think when I finally, or not finally, but when I eventually go through that stuff, go through that moment, when I feel that for the first time, that realization that I'm by myself, I think it's going to be a very unique feeling, something new, maybe. It's going to be an emptiness, but I don't know. So, a lot of you guys, I'm not going to preach to any of you. If I didn't get through to any of you within 6 years, I got to stop. Just know life is short. Stop judging and start loving. And just try to realize what life is all about. I feel like life is a test. The more things I go through, the more I kind of look at everything as a whole, the older I get, I really feel like it looks like life is a test. It's all about seeing if you'll snap, seeing which way you'll go. If you're, and I think it's how you get through those tests that determines how strong you are. I don't give myself the most credit. I talk about being weak and stuff emotionally, but I'm a survivor so far, and I went through some things. So maybe God put me through some of that stuff to show me I'm stronger than I give myself credit for, or maybe not. Maybe it's just life. You just go through. Life is about losing people, and experiences. So, why does it have to be blood cancer? There's so many cancers. Like it can't be breast cancer, something or a lump, something that they can cut out. It's got to be the worst kind, doesn't it? I was told, when my father was going through this shit, I was told that or bone marrow cancer and leukemia, all this stuff is the worst type of cancer to have. It's the most uncurable. It's kind of like you're in your spot, right? Like, you know, especially if you're at a certain age. They were gonna try to they were gonna they would there's a surgery they could do with bone marrow cancer with a bone marrow replacement or something to try to reverse it or however they do that stuff, but they wouldn't do it on my dad because of his age. They said he was too old for the procedure. So if that's the case with my dad, then they're not going to try to help my mom. So living in reality, that tells me that it's going to be a repeat of my father. I hope God puts somebody in my path to help. I don't know, but I think plans kind of change for this. Finding this out, it kind of just makes me realize that trying to redeem myself in any way on here and just trying to show people that I'm not a bad person, that I just been hurt and I didn't handle it the best way. And it's kind of pointless. I don't know any of you, so just let you guys think I'm a monster or whatever you want to think. I'm a violent person or, you know, the threats towards Amber, oh, terrible, whatever. It really is kind of pointless to try to change people's minds and try to let them see your side or make them see your side. What does it do? Right? In the end, what does it do? It just looks like you're continuing to be obsessed over that person when you're just trying to show how these people hurt you and you're not a bad person. You're just human. And we all have weak moments. And when people hurt you over and over, one after another, you're not going to just smile each time. So, but that's not important. I think that's one of my reasons of being here. But I've been here for 6 years. Like, I've been here for 6 years. If people don't know who I really am through all the different random actions, if they can't read the real person between the lines, then again, it's a waste of your time. I think if people want to hate you, they're going to ignore anything good. I could create a cure for cancer, but they're going to say it's terrible because the serum's purple. It should be blue, right? If people want to hate you, they're going to hate you. You could literally save the whole world, and in their eyes, you are still Hitler. That's just how human nature is. It's the biasy, it's the hypocrisy. It's human nature. Doesn't make you a bad person or anything. It's just some people are blinded to their ways and they're just hypocrites. That's all. So I don't know where this life has taken me. I know how it feels, and I know that I keep going through these heartbreaking experiences over and over again. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just talking about life, losing people, and all this stuff. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. I kind of use this as a therapy thing my ex broke my heart, and I was looking for anything to keep my mind busy, and you guys helped me with that. Going after Isaac helped me with that. So that's why there's a couple times where I humbled myself and I thanked Isaac and I thanked the Greens, the guests, and the West for giving me their time, because all of you as a package helped save my life. No matter if we hated each other, you kept my mind busy trying to find dirt on you and shit, and just it all kept my mind busy from things that really will kill me. So thank you. And then, looking back, I'm just glad that I had enough talent and enough ability to grab the attention of the Greens, the guests, and the Wests, right? Each and every one of them has entered my life in one way or another because of my actions, and it wasn't all bad. So I can't think of one person that I didn't personally meet besides Kimberly and Jennifer. I talked to Charlie, I talked to Michael, I talked to Bridget, I talked to Isaac, I talked to Doug, I talked to Tina Dandridge, I talked to, and all these people that gave me any kind of spotlight. You have to ignore the things that happened on here. All you have to know is you giving me the spotlight and keeping my mind busy. You helped me, and I thank you. That goes for all of you. There is no grudges. Like, that goes for Isaac and everybody. You guys really did help me. If I dropped the act and I just let you guys know the raw JP, you guys really kept my mind busy when I was at my lowest. So I can never repay you. And I feel like that's why I think that's why that I'm disappointed in myself that I had some of the falling outs I did, because you guys did help me. So I just want to say, as a whole, some of you don't talk to me no more, but if you hear my voice, I don't know when my last transmission will be, but I thank each and every one of you, and I apologize to Amber for the terrible things I was saying, and I was just heartbroken. I loved her, so I know I never met her, but we talked a lot. So you can grow to love somebody you never met. So I apologize to Amber and her mom and her family. I am harmless. I think you guys know this. I just pissed off I can't find somebody. That's all. I know I didn't. I knew how I was making myself look with all the Amanda and Pumpkin and all this stuff I was doing out of. I guess I just didn't care. Like, I guess I was just upset. I was just tired of being hurt. So I guess I didn't care, but I just want you guys to know I am sorry. This got so ugly because I loved my community very much. And to be realizing you're losing that, it's kind of hard to deal with. And to realize that apology streams are not going to fix it, and that you're really losing what you worked so hard for. You kind of seen the result of me realizing that I didn't look too good. So, to each and every one of you out there that I ever hurt in any way, I am sorry. When you feel like you have a reputation that you build and stuff, you feel like you have your ego, you have all this stuff. It all builds up, and you kind of get what you get, I guess. But if I drop all that, you guys did help me, and I am very thankful. So I can't be mad at any of you. No matter the back and forth, I can't be mad. So I'm sorry that it ended the way it did. But I think one thing that hurts me is I know this ain't for me, and I worked so hard at it. But yeah, just another life experience. Been through plenty of them, and I guess in a way, just another thing I failed at. Right? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I just came on here to let you know that I found out that my mom was diagnosed with blood cancer. Um, I don't know how much time I have left with her. I'm trying not to think about so much, but I know it's all coming to an end. So I think one thing I can say for sure is about this life, about my life, is I am very confused about what it's all about and what I need to do. I just know the more I'm running in circles trying to figure it out, I'm running out of time. So that's why I told my mom, I said, just do me a favor. I said, just get as close to God as you can, and I'll try to get as close to him as I can so we can have the best shot to see each other again, you know? I don't know what else to say. So she's taking the news a lot better than I am, I'll tell you that much. Jesus. I guess that's why I had to come up here and talk to you guys because I don't want to sit down there and, you know, if you find out you have cancer, I don't think somebody, I don't want to make it harder for her. So I guess I just show my emotions to you right now. I'm just thankful that we're so close. I'm thankful that me and her are, there's some people out there that don't have good relationships with their parents, and I have a lot to be thankful for. I know I have a lot that I kind of get depressed about, but I do have a lot to be thankful for. And I thank God with all my blessings that I do have. I thank Him that I have common sense. Some people are born without the ability to make their own decisions. They need caretakers because they just can't, there's nothing wrong with them physically, but mentally they're a little slow. And I thank God that I'm not that way. I have some mental issues, but I thank God I can take care of myself financially and I'm able to live my own life whenever she does leave. Some people can't. You know, so I won't have to worry about being put in a home or anything or any kind of group living. But I don't know what this all has for me. Like I don't know if I don't know at what point I'll give this up, but I just want you to guys to know that I am sorry. And I feel like some of you do know that's not the real me. I'm not going to sit here and blame marijuana for how I was acting. Just tired of being hurt. That's all. So I think the thing that hurts me the most is just the reality of how forgettable I am to people. I try to I try to leave an impact on people's lives. I guess I want to be, something special to people, and you find out each time that you're kind of worthless in that way. So it's all confusing for me as far as life goes and my purpose and what you know I guess all we can do is live our life the best we know how and hope for the best and just survive it. I guess that's all you can do. So I hope I have a while with her yet. I really hope. I I hope that, if she is, I hope God would take her before she goes through a lot of pain and stuff. I would I would rather see her, go in her sleep or something than, we've already talked many a times since I'm the only one with her. There's a high chance that I will be the one that finds her laying in her bed or something. So we've talked about that many times in the car and stuff. And I just tell her, that I know that I kind of expect that, but I don't know. So I just want to come on here and let you guys know that my 2025 is not starting off too well. And if this is a sign for anything, then this might be coming to an end soon too, as well. I guess my main, I don't know. This kind of wrapped my world, so I really don't know what my I feel like my original intentions here were just to keep my mind busy and try to find somebody and stuff like that. It wasn't to take down Isaac. That was just something to do. Yeah. I just like streaming for people and having people. It made, if you can hold an audience, it makes you feel special. Not everybody can do that. So if people keep coming back to watch you, I don't know. Maybe it was because I don't know. Maybe it was because I was somebody to make fun of the whole time, and I just thought people were there because they were enjoying my company. I don't. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I was just under the wrong impression the whole time. Isaac did tell me that they're not laughing with me. So, and he was right about that. They're laughing at me. I mean, look at Pumpkin Love, look at Amber, look at everybody in my ex community. They're all laughing at me. They're not laughing with me. So he was right. He told me that they're not there for me, and if they were, they would be here no matter what. So he was right. He told me that they're not laughing with me; they're laughing at me. So I just didn't see it. I thought they were laughing with me, but I see it now, and it hurts. Boy, does it hurt! Especially when you see them laughing at you, like you witness it. It hurts. Anyways, love the ones you have, guys. Amber, make sure you treat your mom the best you can. Make sure you make as much memories as you can with her because things can happen at any moment and we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So I think you have the same thing to be thankful for that I have, and that is that you have a close relationship with your mom like I have with my mom. But just make sure you have no regrets, especially with somebody that means a lot to you. And if case I decide to kind of leave this behind, I do want to say one last thing about Pumpkin Love, and I think everybody knows this, but I never created a fake GoFundMe in her husband's name and stuff like that. Um, that was one of the reasons why, I guess that was one of the excuses Amber had to become the way she has become. And if she would have just messaged me, I'm worthless, guys. And people prove that, and it hurts. But if she would have just messaged me and would have just said, "Why would you do that?" I would have told her I didn't do it. I'm just trying to piss off Pumpkin because I'm tired of being hurt. I would have told her, but I didn't matter enough just to. I didn't matter. I wasn't even worth a message. If she would have just messaged me and said, "Why in the hell would you do it? Why do you have a fake GoFundMe? Why are you being a monster? Why are?" But I wasn't even worth coming to, and that hurts. Doesn't kill me, but that hurts me very much. I just wasn't worth anything to these people, and that's what it feels like. There was no communication at all. And to give all these years to a certain group of people just to be abandoned, it hurts. And it's hard to deal with, and it's hard to cope with, and you do things that don't make you look good, I guess, sometimes. But I will soon be in Brady's boat. I will soon be in everybody's boat that has lost a parent that they are their mother and stuff like that. Brady told me a while ago that he liked me so much because of my relationship with my mom, because it reminded him of his relationship with his mom, and he lost his mom and he took it very hard. So I'm about to be in that same boat. I'm gonna be losing my mom, and you know, so I won't turn to this. I know I won't. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that when things do get worse for me here with as far as my mom goes, I won't come on here and cry to you guys. This is the only stream with that because I know you guys make fun of me and I'm just over all that. I've People are heartless. So I really don't want to see pictures of my mom with fake profile files saying she's burning hell. The things I went through with you guys with my father, my mom's a whole different story. I just can't handle it. So and I really don't. And if I be honest with you guys, I really don't know if I like the idea of having to have approved users mode only on because if I don't, you guys all just keep attacking me and telling me to hurt myself and tell me how much of a loser I am and a piece of shit, and it just doesn't stop. You guys are relentless. So I might decide to leave this all behind. It has changed for me on here. You guys don't just leave and you guys don't just call me a loser and then I never see you again. You guys harass the hell out of me and you guys make it miserable for me on here. So I don't know what the deal is. I think I don't know. I don't want to get into it about people having issues, but I would think if you didn't like somebody, you would just leave. But people make fake accounts of me and they just harass the shit out of me. So that's what makes me just think that people are I don't know. It's human nature to be mean, I guess. I don't know. I guess kids are even mean. Kids can be the worst, right? So I guess it's human nature to want to see other people more miserable than you or try to make other people more miserable than you so you feel a little better. Self-validation, it's all shit that humans go through. So I'm trying to make everything right with God the best I can. I'm not perfect. I still have a lot to fix. Hopefully I can fix it before it's too late, but as far as this goes, I just want you guys to know I'm sorry for everything I did wrong, and I thank you for helping me through my hard times. And when I do finally leave here, I hope some of you out there remember all the good I did and you don't focus so much on the bad anymore. I know there's not so much I know there's not too much proof out there about the good I did, but I It's just because people only save the bad moments. They don't save all the good. If people saved the fun moments I did, you wouldn't even know there's bad moments. It would be that much good mixed in with the bad. You wouldn't see the bad. And it just hurts that people forget about all that. But I guess that's what I'm worth, you know? And that it's nothing with you guys. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. It's my whole life. Like people have forgotten about me overnight for many years. Like they just come into my life and they're gone. So I am who I am, you know. Part of it's my fault because I push people away, but I push people away because they always hurt me. And I'm tired of being hurt. And then you have people come in your life saying, I'm not like that. I won't hurt you. And then they do it. And it happens over and over and over. So you become mentally unstable as far as not trusting people and being lonely and not understanding what it's all about. But if I do decide to just kind of take a break from this and just kind of focus on things in my real life a little bit more for now, I was going to say I'll let you guys know when she passes away. If she passes away, like I'll let you guys know so you know, but I don't know. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fucking damn. They'll tell me to kill myself so I can be with her, so I won't come on here. At one point I would have, but not these days. And I thank you, Casey, for always being there for me. Thank you for being a shining example of everything they should have been. Thank you. Um, I thank God for meeting people like Porchman, you, and Jordan, because they might make fun of me not having many people, but what you guys show them is although I don't have many people anymore, there are people in this on this platform that aren't out to tear others down. That's what you guys show them. And they get mad that you guys stick with me because they don't think you people like you exist. They think it's all people like them. They don't want to know they have a problem. So when they see people giving me hearts and when they see the love and support and saying it's okay, JP, for some reason they don't like that. But anybody with common sense can see they're the ones with the problem, not you guys or not me when it comes to that. If you have hatred in your heart, that's what you become. You become like Emma, like very violent towards people as far as just the anger. I'll never forget the first message she sent me on Twitter. I got a message request from her, and it was a paragraph just tearing me down and pointing out why I'm a loser. And when I was reading that, I was thinking, she doesn't even know me. Like, some of the things she was saying was just so wrong. I was like, what, where did you get that from? And to have that kind of aggression towards somebody over the internet, it just shows how much anger is within that person, whether it's anger about themselves or just at life. They got anger within them, a lot of hatred. Anger creates hatred, right? Hatred intensifies anger. It's a vicious cycle. And I don't know. But some people you can just feel it, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good vibe. So if anybody out there like Emma or anybody's missing anything in their life and it's making them miserable in any way, I hope they can find a way to fix it. Life is so fucking short. I don't want no regrets. I don't want no. I'm trying to make everything right before it's my time because I don't know if I'm going to kill myself. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know, guys, and it's you guys won't know either. I'm not popular enough. If I kill myself, nobody's going to know. So if I disappear off of here and somebody says that JP killed himself, automatically think they're a bullshitter. They're just troublemaker because I am not popular enough for anybody to know if I ever kill myself. It would never get out. So if anybody acts like they know, they're lying. They're just trying to start shit because I haven't been around and they want to get attention. They want to feel special and they got the inside scoop. Just don't believe it. People are sick. So, for instance, trolls were going around. People were going around saying that they talked to my aunts and I'm not getting the house. We don't talk to our family. Nobody knows anything about how we have things set up. So that's a lie. People make up shit and then I see Emma's community believing it and like they attack me for shit like that and like that stuff comes my way and it's just completely made up. And what do you say to it, right? It's just some jabroni that made up something and people run with it. What do you get tired of dealing with that? It happens over and over. I even show my mom's will and all this stuff and like so if people want to hate you, they're going to hate you no matter what. You can show them that you have everything set up, your life's together, but it just takes one individual to say, I talked to his aunts or I talked to his brothers and the house ain't going to him. And all of a sudden, JP, you're a liar. What do? It's a stupid game that I don't want no part of. And I've been trying to get away from it for like a year and a half, but people don't let me go on here. They harass me and they're sick. They really are. They're sick. I don't go against them. I don't try to, but they're obsessed over me because I cry. That's what it is. It's because I come on here and I show my emotion and they want to play with that. People are sick. They're mentally deranged and they're sick. Like they're miserable in life and that's what they do to others. But I don't regret coming on here crying about stuff because it shows that I'm human. It shows that I'm a man. It shows that I have emotions. I'm not on here I am not on here hiding my emotions and just being a nasty person to others like Emma or Isaac. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and maybe I shouldn't be on here if you do that. Maybe you got to put on a front. You definitely do to survive. There's too many bullies out there, but I know this isn't fully meant for me, but I fell in love with it because I fell in love with some of the people that have helped me. And now they have landed up hurting me. So I really don't have too much on here other than Casey and some other people that give me hope for humanity and shit. Hope in humanity. So, anyways, um, I don't know what to say. I'm just so lost. And I know me. I think that's what scares me the most. Like, no matter how much I try to think I'm okay or I'm better, I know me. I've been with me for 36 years. I know I'll kill myself. I know me. If I lose my mom, so I can talk any way I want, like it don't matter. I can talk about things I'll do, whatever. I know I'm gonna kill myself. And that scares the shit out of me because I'm so scared that I'm just I'm it I'm I'm lost and I hope Jesus understands. But I'll try to hang on as much as I can. I promised my mom I wouldn't, you know. It is true what she tells me that if I kill myself after she goes, that everything she did do, all the holding on, all the proving people wrong, it was all for nothing. And I'll try to keep that stuff in mind when I'm feeling at my lowest. I can't believe this. Like, it's whatever. I don't know. I must have did something when I was like 3 years old that pissed everybody off. I have no idea. I don't know. But I have been molested, raped, mentally abused to the max. Emotionally destroyed by lovers. Like, this life ain't for me. I'm just a dreamer. I'm so weak. I'm meant to be in heaven. Like this world is not for me. Like I can't get over the wars that I'm literally like an angel on earth that is confused. I just want to be with my father. I want to be with God. Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes. Very wise words from a very wise man. For sure. I'm going to get out of here. So yeah, I might not come to you guys anymore, but I just want you to know that my New Year's Eve is not starting out good. My mom has blood cancer. She has the beginning stages of dementia. She's been dealing with that for a little bit now, and now I find out she has blood cancer, and I know in my heart this is my last year with my mother. Not because she has cancer, but because I just know. And she knows too. She told me it was very random out of nowhere. I have a feeling it's my last Christmas, so I think we all know. It's just coming. Um Life is short. Life's all about trying to survive these tests and see how strong you are in the end, I guess. To see what your score is, to see what, uh, I'll do the best I can, and I hope I please God. But I'm a weak person, and I hope He understands all that. Anyways, I think this is all going to start slowing down for me because things are happening in my real life. So it's nothing to do with anybody doing anything to me on the internet. I completely blocked out everybody. I don't know what's being said and stuff. I did that. Like, I come on here and I only talk to who's here. I don't. So it's not anything anybody's doing. It's because of things that are happening in my real life. I think, this will be slowing down a lot instantly. So I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Just remember, life is short. If you care about me at all, just keep me and my mom in your prayers. If you pray or in your thoughts, at least, I love you guys, whoever loves me. And I can't kid you. I love all of you. I can't kid you. I with how mad I got and with how I ran about all these people that hurt me, I love all of them. I love all of you. No matter what you did to me, I love you guys. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. And I don't want to preach to nobody. It's not what this is about. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys more than words can say. And I just hope for the best. So have a happy new year. Take care of yourselves and make the most of every moment. I hope you guys have a good 2025, and I'm going to go take care of my mom, spend time with my mom, and find out what stage she's at with this blood cancer and go from there. So take care, guys. I will see you when I see you.